Shalom, shalom. Waiting for the brother to hop in. Shalom, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yabashim Shabbat.
Yabashim Shabbat.
Hey, so first and foremost, you want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahushai, Ba'ashem,
Kadash.
Bakar, Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles, Mel's great millstone. Peace and salutations to all sister Akim, Adorn Afflictions, making a calling lecture share. It's your brother Kabar.
And Brother McCoy.
And just back with another one, going to how or where we could draw strength. Lord willing is edifying to the elect, Yahweh Bashim Haushai, Bahar Kakadash, Barakadam. To all sister listeners who may hear this. You gonna kick it off?
Khan, this is in Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, "Be strong of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them, for Yahweh, thy power, he it is that doeth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee." Wanna break it down, bro?
Come, that right there. I mean, it's letting you know what time it is, man. It says, "Be strong and of good courage," but ultimately, it's the Most High. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh thy power." All right, He's the one that's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna dwell with particular men. All right, who's gonna do what? Who's gonna be of good courage, man? That goes into having that strong confidence. You know what I'm saying? Going into having that faith. Ultimately, because you don't want to be fearing. You know what I'm saying? If you go into these accounts, you know what I'm saying? You don't be fearing men. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know if you had some land back that.
Khan, it was 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. "Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong."
You got it.
Khan, so like the brother was saying, that goes into faith. So it says, be strong and steadfast in faith, because if you don't believe what the scriptures are saying, if you don't have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you might as well be in the world, because faith is the only thing that's going to save you and give you. Faith is basically the gas to the car. Without that gas, the car is just going to sit there. Are you telling people like, yeah, my car is nice, it's cool, but you ain't got a license, gas in it. It's just sitting out there. They're like, but you going to take it for a spin though? Nah, man, ain't got no gas in it, ain't got no license, but it look good though. This thing for front. we do this. We do this to ride the car. We don't do this just to sit there, be cute with it. And that also goes into preaching. For as men, we don't just build up just to have it just sit there cute. We go out there and preach. We do the word. As men of the Lord, we don't just build up to just sit there for fun. That's not what this is about. But and also with faith, if you don't have it, you can pray to get more. You can pray for more faith. Because brothers, when you first come in, your faith isn't where we had. I'm sure the brother right here would agree. Your faith, I'm pretty sure his faith right now isn't where it's at when he first came in, and your faith over time should grow. Period. It should grow. If your faith is at a standstill, it's a problem.
Not. Yeah, that's a big problem.
Unless you just came in with tremendous faith and then you just had nowhere to go down. You just was sky high, but I don't believe that.
Not.
Because when you first come in, your faith is like super high, and then Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he throws something at you, and then that's when you kind of like think like, okay, what am I in now? And then you got to like go through it, and then it comes back up. Because everybody got an idea how it is when you come into the truth, and then when you get hit with that first big thing, it's like you're thinking like, okay, what's going on here? Am I really ready for this? And then when you whatever you think your faith was at, then it continues to really grow if you are steadfast and you don't give up from whatever is thrown at you. Because a lot of people, that first initial kickback, they fall out the truth. They can't handle it.
Bro. Yeah, particular things, man. It's either going to boost your faith or it's just going to have you sift it out.
God.
You know? So, like you was saying, like, you know what I'm saying? We first come into truth. You know what I'm saying? You go through particular things, you know, it's like a little, like a learning curve. Certain things you learn, you go through particular things. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I was just saying, like it should boost your faith, regardless. If you came in with a lot of faith, you learn particular things, it's gonna boost your faith, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't know like how these precepts line together, that's gonna boost your faith. You know what I'm saying? More than you even had before. You know?
God. And then to be in a situation is like really, really bad, and then to come out of it and be like, you know what, it wasn't that bad at all. And you dust yourself off.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go to Proverbs 11:1, we know Yahweh Shemi Shai deals with a balance, so it's going to be ups and downs. So we understand that when we go through those ups, it's lows coming, and we go through those lows that we endure, the highs coming. But
Mm-hmm.
that's that faith and that hope that you have when you go through the low. You know, all right, we know some good is coming down the pipeline. Or when we go through the good times, we don't get too high. We understand, all right, it's going to be some bad coming somewhere along the line. So you don't get too high and you don't get too low.
Yep. That's right, bro. Especially in the time that we in, the time that we approaching, man, you're gonna need that strength, man. You know?
Con, you had one, bro?
Um, yeah. I was gonna get that in the feed. You had me think of a couple. You was gonna get that Zephaniah, Zechariah 13, Zechariah
That
3,
wasn't on the list.
the one
No, it
third.
wasn't on the list.
Say what?
Yeah, that wasn't on the list. You can grab whatever.
Okay, kind of. This is in Zechariah 3 in verse 9. What's Salakia? Zephaniah. Salakia. All right, this is in the book of Zechariah 13 and 9. It says, let me start at verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name. It says, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. You know? So particular men, you know, they're gonna go through this fire and they're gonna come out. You know? a lot of people, all right, 2/3, they're not gonna come out through that fire, man, because they that wood. You know what I'm saying? But if you're that gold, if you're that 1/3, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be tried. Lord won't be those men. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be tried, man. Particular things, all right, it's gonna refine us, man. Going through things like we bringing up, man. Particular life circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Positions you're gonna be in, it's gonna just make you grow in strength, ultimately in faith, you know? But yeah, that was the point.
Yeah, and a big part on that I just seen when he brought it out is Yahweh says Yahweh is going to bring them through the fire,
Yep.
because a lot of people tend to forget in this. Well, I know I do sometimes. We can ask Yahweh Shemi Shah for anything we want to ask him for, we can ask him for it,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be taking spirits off, bad spirits off of us, putting good spirits on us, good habits on us, which are ultimately spirits anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Getting stronger, to endure, more faith, whatever, anything you want to pray and ask for, ask for.
Yep.
Having a clean mind, which you want to continually be praying for that every day. But the point is, when you read the scripture right there, it said Yahweh Shema Shah said he's going to bring them through the fire.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bring us through. Like, we're not going through this alone. We can always ask Yahweh Shema Shah for help. We ain't going through. Then on top of that, we got the brothers as well, which is another defense.
Bro. Yeah, that's what I mean. I like making the analogy because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Brothers pray for strength, more faith, things of that nature. He ain't gonna just impart it to you just like, nah, man. He's gonna put you in a position to make you go through it. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just be chilling, eating Popeye's chicken, and all of a sudden you got more faith. Like, nah, he gonna he gonna put you in something that's gonna like make you grow in faith. You know what I'm saying? Either that or, you know what I'm saying? Like we bringing out, like you're gonna be that wood that's just gonna be devoured. But ultimately, if you part of that number, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be put in certain positions and you're gonna endure.
Con. You had another one?
Yeah, but now you can bring out what you got if you want. I had Ephesians 6.
All right, I'm gonna guess real quick. This is you can break it down. This is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Mashiach, which strengthen me.
You know, that's one of the scriptures that these Christians love right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I can do all things through Mashiach, which strengthens me. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these Christians, they don't really believe that. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, they wouldn't be out here panicking, buying everything off the shelf. Like, hey, what happened to Mashiach? Ain't go straight for you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That goes back to having that faith. You know what I'm saying? That was verse 12 is kind of going into what we were just talking about a little bit, unless I'm mistaken. Maybe verse 12 it says, I know both how to be abased and how to be abound everywhere and in all things. I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry. It says both to abound and to suffer need. So this is particular things that you have to learn, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to know these things, man. You know? And hey man, having that faith, you know? Most High, you know what I'm saying? He's in control of everything, man. He has our hairs on our head number. All right. Two sparrows falling ain't gonna do it on his unless he's instructed. You know?
Con.
2 sparrows, man. And you know what, sparrow, that's a small bird. A small bird, man. You know, if you Google an image of a sparrow, it says 2 sparrows ain't gonna fall without his command. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's where that strength is gonna come in or be tested if you even have that faith in that, man. You guys on?
Get that Ephesians?
Yeah. This is Ephesians 6, and let me just start at verse 11. Let me start at 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You could jump in whenever you want. Verse 12.
Con.
For we wrestle not
So
against...
I was gonna say, yeah, so we got to put on the full armor, Yahweh Shah, to withstand the wiles of the devil, because he's gonna come at us all different kind of ways, through brothers, through our health, through our minds, jobs, women, children, moral. Any way he can try to get in, he's gonna try to get in. And this is why the scriptures are matter of fact, it's gonna get into it.
Just to quickly land back, this is in 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know?
Yeah.
You got it.
I was gonna say, and if you are not aware of certain things, you're not going to be able to defend yourself properly versus demons. Like since my first 2 years in, I didn't know that you can die for the Lord and it still be in vain. I didn't know that you needed charity. You can die for the Lord, not have charity, and then it'd be for nothing. Like if you're not charitable, even if you die for the Lord, it'll be in vain. It'll be for nothing. You just died for nothing. You just wasted your time.
Right. Yeah. That was just judgment.
You don't know these things. Go ahead, bro.
That was just judgment.
Con, you just set yourself up, and this is all because you wasn't properly armored up. You didn't know. You set yourself up. Yeah. Satan played on what you didn't know.
Yep. That's a fearful thing, man.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers out here.
Say what?
So like I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other brothers out here who don't know that because I would thought, because I always heard this, once you die, automatically on a chariot. Everybody thinks that. But if you're not brotherly and charitable, that's not true. You're not getting on. According to 1 Corinthians 13, you are not getting on a chariot if you're not charitable and brotherly and forgiving You're not getting on a chariot. I don't care if you die for the Lord. I don't care if you get beheaded. You never ate pork in your life. You are not getting on that chariot if you've been a nigga.
Mm-hmm. That's, you still got to come through the loins. You go still have to, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Come through the ball sack of the elect, you know, after all of that. You know what I'm saying? That, hey man, just like you was bringing up, man, there's gonna be men on that day saying, Lord, Lord, you know, and it's like, hey, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Con.
That's fearful. Just to get back into Ephesians 6, let me just read 11 again. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Verse 13, it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day. It says, and having done all to stand.
And when you look, it said withstand the evil day. We know the biggest evil day is going to be Jacob's trouble. And right now, what we're going through, it's just practice. We can make mistakes now, but come Jacob's trouble, that's going to be for keeps. This is why when you read what is it? I think it's second Esdras, I believe it's the 9th or the 6th chapter, where it says, with great labor I made the vine perfect. Because right now, Yahweh Shemi Shai, he's laboring to make the elect perfect. He's putting them through certain situations to put them in positions to be prepared for Jacob's trouble. Like if you got a brother whose weakness is women, he's going to put him through situations where he can grow endurance to women, know how to deal with women properly. A brother who's weak with faith, he's going to put him in situations to grow his faith. The things that we go through right now is practice for Jacob's trouble, so we can be prepared for that day. Right now, like I said, this is practice. We can make mistakes, but Jacob's trouble is like the real deal. That's like the playoffs. You lose in the playoffs, you go home. Ain't no second chance. That's it.
And one turnover, that cost you the whole series, the whole season.
Your
whole life.
Even if you went undefeated throughout the whole season, you mess up in the playoffs, you go home.
Mm-hmm. Just to land back what you just said, this is in 2 Corinthians 12:9. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. You know, that's a red letter right there. Is when it says, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. You know, just like the brother's bringing up, man. You know, particular weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gain strength. You know, whether it's you know, women, whether it's just, you know, particular character traits. You know what I'm saying? Particular situations. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, being in that uncomfortable position, because this is not our comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be comfortable anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to make you strong. Just being in a particular position where you don't really, it's not ideal. You know what I'm saying? This whole life ain't ideal. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, this is how we grow. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when you lift weights. Sometimes you'll get to that point where it hurts, and then you what do you do? Stop or you keep going? You obviously keep going. It don't feel good to run and you're tired. It don't feel good to lift weights and your muscles are aching. That don't feel good. That don't feel good. But you keep going for the results. You want the results at the end of the tunnel. This truth ain't easy. The disrespect we take, and we gotta Tazakah was telling me how the Edomite came and kicked your phone down, bro, and then y'all just let it slide. Like it's stuff like that where you want to take things in your own hands, and then you realize you got to look at the end results. You got to look at the end results that you want. You want to be of the elect. Maybe if y'all would have whooped his ass, cops would have came, locked y'all up, because it was an Edomite, and we know we're not. This is their power. This is their power right now. So even if you're in the wrong, in the right, Esau can make something crazy to flip it any way he want to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, y'all had the camera, but Esau could have just came up shooting, because we know Esau, he shoots, and that'd have been on y'all because we were ordered to move wisely. So that would have been on y'all. Even though the Edomite did that, that would have been on y'all if y'all would have did something, because as men of the Lord, we got to know better. We got to operate better.
Right.
And especially dealing with Satan, when you cross into the carnal, that's when you start playing in his game. That's when he can do whatever he wants to. When you keep it spiritual, Satan gotta uh basically play by a certain amount of rules. But when you cross over to being carnal, now you're playing his game. It's pretty much hands on. Whatever he want to do to you, it's gonna happen.
Yep. You know where I'm gonna go now. You just had me think of it. This is in 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. You know, so the weapons of our warfare. Hey man, if we take this like you brothers bringing up, man, if you take this thing carnally, you know what I'm saying, we gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not our fight is spiritual, man. We win this because we got the most high power, man. Our most powerful being, man. Who exists. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to take it down to just the carnal thing, man, you know what I'm saying? Esau, the most base man who sold his birthright for a piece of meat. That's as carnal as it gets. You know, you can't go head to head with someone like that. You know what I'm saying? So our weapons are warfare. It's not. Hey man, we gonna lose if we take this thing carnally, man. But
Plus, if we take it into our own hands, that's going up against what Yahushua wants. Because
yep.
If anybody could have took it in their own hands, it could have been Yahushua. Like he could have. He's like he said, I could pray to my Father, send me 12 legions of angels right now. And we already know how the angels get down. They would have got busy. That whole place, there would be no more Edomites left on that day. Everything, all the Edomites would have went up. All Jerusalem would have went up everywhere. Because we already know we already know what 2 angels can do, or 1 angel. Now if he call 12 legions of angels, that's everything. That's everything. That's everything. But he said, "Nah, I'm gonna lay down my life. Y'all ain't taking it. I'm laying it down."
Yep. That's a powerful point. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the Most High's will. At the end of the day, you don't want to try to go against the grain on that. You know what I'm saying?
But that can be a hard thing for brothers. That's not. I mean, it's easier said than done, but it's things that we got to learn.
Like they say in the Christian world, let go, let God. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey man, just you know what I'm saying? They say Jesus take the wheel, right? but that's the same people that's going crazy like it's Black Friday at Walmart getting some toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like,
have you been there?
Nah, I haven't since the whole thing. Nah, I go to the farmers market. You know what I'm saying? The water, they didn't have the water that I usually get. I'm like, the whole thing was empty too. You know what I'm saying? But I found like a different thing of water, so I had just got that. You know what I'm saying? I go every week. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a regular thing for me. I wasn't panicking or nothing.
Yeah, you see people with masks on?
Yeah, sometimes. Yep. I had to go to the hospital earlier, just for like a little drug screen or whatever. And it's spooky. It's spooky out there. You know what I'm saying? The whole hey man, people going crazy, man. But ultimately, what we bring out, this is that real strength, man. You ain't gonna get saved. A face mask. You think that's gonna save you, man? Nah, that's carnal for one. You know what I'm saying? That's thinking carnal. That's death already. You're already dead if you're thinking like that.
Right, God, that's enmity.
Going back in Ephesians 6, just to continue in verse 14, it says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness." It says, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace." It says, "Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked." And then it says, "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." You got it, bro.
You got it.
So this is ultimately, I mean, these things, these scriptures coming out right here, you having these particular characteristics, man. If you talk about having spiritual powers, these are characteristics that you would need. You know what I'm saying? When you go into Isaiah 59, having that standard lifted, you know what I'm saying? Only men who gonna have these characteristics, man, have your loins girded about with truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It says your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. And And that's talking about really this word having this whole role, eating this whole role. That includes having that brotherly love, man, having that charity. You know what I'm saying? Because as brothers bringing out, you could do everything. You have that. You could have that faith. And right here it says, above all, taking the shield of faith. You could have that. You know what I'm saying? And then you lacking particular things, and now you just done messed up. You know, so it's a cold thing, man. You want to have that whole roll. You know what I'm saying? You want to digest that whole roll, man. You know, and that's
be
where,
brotherly on top of everything.
Yep. Yeah, you ain't gonna get no strength. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, just like you was bringing out, you know, at camp the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got love for the Most High, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna show it. You know what I'm saying? By doing what? By loving your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Brothers you can't with, just having that brotherly love, man. You know, it includes rebuke. You know what I'm saying? It includes forgiving, not bearing a grudge. You know what I'm saying? All that is included in the law. And that, hey, man, you know, what would Yahweh do, man? You know what I'm saying? Because he's a perfect example, you know?
There's a lot of guys who wouldn't want to use that question that they would after if the guys had to weigh that question before they did moves. There'd be a lot of things guys would not do. It'd be like, well, but and nah. It'd be a lot of guys making excuses like that. Like, man, I don't want to forgive him because what would Yahweh do? Well,
yeah.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. What would he do? A lot of guys, they don't want to, like how Christians be having those wristbands. What would Jesus do?
Yeah, yep.
You seen those wristbands? WWJD. Well, what would Yahweh do?
Yep.
A lot of you guys, if y'all had to answer that question before y'all made moves, y'all sick. Y'all be sick. Y'all, this truth be grievous to y'all. Grievous.
Come on, bro. Yep. Yeah, this thing ain't
Ego, like the brother was put ego. That's what it is. Ego.
Ego, yeah. Yeah, this thing ain't supposed to be, you know, it's a straight gate. You know what I'm saying? This thing is supposed to be a position of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? How you expect to get on that narrow path? You know, if you ain't if you just comfortable, if you doing just, you know what I'm saying, with your wicked heart thinking, you know. Because
which most of our hearts we got from Esau.
Say what?
I said, which most of our heart we got from Esau being conditioned in this fucking place.
Yep. Calm, bro. Yep. Yeah, that was it on that.
I'm gonna go over here. This is Isaiah 41:10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. You got it, bro.
You got it.
So Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's gonna uphold us if we have faith in him, if we continue to do what we're supposed to do, because Yahweh said anything that we want and ask for, Yahweh's gonna be with us, he'll abide in us. But first we gotta do what we're supposed to be doing first. Cause you're just like a nigga, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, like, yo man, I ain't, matter of fact, I brought that out in the last one. I'm gonna bring it out again real quick. Cause you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's not trying to hear nothing you're talking about. 1 Samuel 2:30. Wherefore Yahweh, power of Israel, said, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now Yahweh said, far from me, for them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. So that's pretty much what was going on. If you down for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's gonna be down with you. If you against him, you're gonna have to be burnt up with the heathen. You're gonna be burnt up with the heathen, and everything else here.
Yep. Just line back that point. This is in Proverbs 8:17. It says, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
Ooh.
You know, so like these Christians like to say God loves everybody. Hey man, God, nah, Most High, who has a name, his name is Yahweh. He only loves them that love him. You know, and we know what it means to love the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping his commandments, man. You know, but
Con.
ultimately, well, who does everyone keep his commandments? So God don't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Only says
Con.
those that seek me early shall find me. So seek me early too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make no tarrying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the point.
Yes. It's Exodus 15:2. It says, Yahweh is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him an habitation, my father's power, and I will exalt him. And right now we're preparing a habitation, preaching this truth, building up that spiritual temple, getting Israel back, because Yahweh Shah left us with basically left the men of the Lord with the keys and said, fill my father's house. Yahweh Shah did his part. He gave us Peter, built the blocks, and now we came back, and now we're waking up the Gentiles, preparing that place. Yeah, while Yahweh Shah goes prepare that spiritual place, and we're preparing a spiritual place here, waking up Israel. We all gotta help. We all gotta build blocks, because nobody's getting a free pass into the kingdom. Okay, nobody's getting a free pass, and everybody's gonna have to receive tribulation in this, one way, shape, or form. Ain't no easy pass into the kingdom. I don't care if your cousin Pookie's getting in, you ain't gonna get a free pass off of Pookie. You gotta do your own thing. And whether the men gotta do what the men gotta do, and the women gotta do what the women gotta do. The women can't do what the men doing, and the men definitely can't be doing what the women doing. You gotta do your own thing
Mm-hmm.
according to your own lot of Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
That's a beautiful point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we know there's levels to this thing. You know, it's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah, there's men, women, and children. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is dealing with men on a particular level. You know what I'm saying? We got to do particular things because that standard is, you know what I'm saying? Men are going to be ruled. Men are going to be, you know what I'm saying? The 144,000. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the woman, you know what I'm saying? It's a important role. You know what I'm saying? It's something that y'all have to follow too. Y'all gotta. It's not an easy thing. Our women got a lot of pride. You know what I'm saying? They gotta swallow that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a man of the Lord, you gotta humble down. You know what I'm saying? And just have faith in your man. All right, have faith in your Lord. You know, which is your man. But
Con.
yeah, it all goes down to like we bringing up, man, having that strength. You know, that's something that's highly needed, man. Because it's not on our own strength.
And
You
we
know.
definitely talk about the gym, pushing weights. Like, yeah, I'm about to get 500 pounds up, because they was talking about strength. I got it. Yeah, we talk about that.
Yeah.
Because King David, he wasn't like a super strong, big buff guy. His matter of fact, Joseph, that's his father name, right? David, father, King David, Joseph.
Come.
Joseph was sleeping on King David when who was it? The prophet that came to get Samuel. When Samuel came to get the new king, and he was asking Joseph to see his sons, Joseph was sleeping on David at first. He was looking at all the other sons. He was like, "You ain't got nobody left." And then King David was like, "Man, I got my youngest son. He the shepherd boy. He out in the back." So Joseph was sleeping on David at first, but Yahweh told Samuel, "We don't look on the outside appearance. We look on the inside, the
Mm.
inside." So that goes to show you, it doesn't matter how many weights you lifting, or how many whatever you're doing carnally. That doesn't really matter. Even though I'm not talking about doing the work of the Lord. I'm talking about physically, like your bank account, your muscles, how fast you can run, your 40-yard dash speed, whatever. We ain't talking about like those physical things are not going to profit you in the day of the Lord. None of that. It's all going to boil down to faith, which really, when you look back, the men of the Lord at that particular time and that on that day when they seen Goliath, they was lacking faith. Because I'm pretty sure Goliath was big, but I'm pretty sure Jake's was big too.
Kinda.
They probably heard about his his legend or whatever, and was like, "No, we ain't fucking with that boy. Nah, we ain't fucking with him." And King David probably, man, David probably look at him. Y'all know we got Yahweh Shimmy outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slew the Egyptians. Y'all playing? Yo, give me the slingshot. I got something for you right here. They say, "Oh, you need the armor? I don't need none of that armor. We ain't even test that out yet. Just give me that slingshot. I got something for him." So at the end of the day, it's all down. So we say, bro.
Now I said, young lad.
Time. So that just goes to show you it's not about the physical. It's about just your spiritual strength at the end of the day. That's what it's all going to boil down to.
Come on, bro. Just to land back, this is in Psalms 33. We have brought this at camp the other day. I'm gonna just start at. I'm gonna get to the point, but let me just start at verse 12. It's hard to not go up, but I'm gonna just start at 12. It says, "Blessed is the nation whose power is the Lord Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance." So that alone, like you was bringing up, man, we got the most high power on our side, man. You know, that's talking about the Israelites, man. So it says, "Blessed is a nation whose power is the Lord Yahweh." You know, just to jump down to 13, it says, "The Lord Yahweh looketh from heaven, and he beholdeth all the sons of men." It says, "From the place of his habitation he looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashioneth their hearts alike. He considereth all their works." You know? So, you know, all that wicked imaginations that all these people, you know what I'm saying, caught up in the folly, you know what I'm saying, like we keep bringing out, just, you know what I'm saying, to being panicking, you know what I'm saying, he considereth all that, like, all right, cool, y'all got no faith. You know what I'm saying? 16, it says, "There is no king saved by a multitude of an host." It says, "A mighty man is not delivered by much strength." Just like we bringing up. You got it. Just to get 17, it says, "An horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength." So you see what's not going to give you strength, man. You know, that strength, it ain't going to be like you bringing up, working in the gym, you know what I'm saying, having riches. They ain't going to deliver you on that day either, you know, having the so-called clout, they ain't going to do nothing, man. On that.
And they say horse, though. That means no traveling going to save you either.
Bro. Yep.
Because you got a lot of diplomats or whatever trying to come back to America running from the virus. Yo, how about Shimmy Al-Shah got you on the list? You on that list and you are not going to escape. I promise you that. It'll be like, you seen the movie Final Destination?
Yeah.
Bro, once you are on that list, you're dead. It might skip you, but it's coming back. You are going to get got, period. Ain't no way around that. Matter of fact, is more on that?
Yeah, there was one more verse. You had me think of that. I was gonna get that Revelation, the Book of Life, but yeah, let's just might as well get that real quick, right? In Revelation 20 and 15, it says, "And whosoever was not found written in the Book of Life was cast into the lake of fire." So that's it, man. You know, if you're not written in that Book of Life, that's it, man.
Final destination coming for you.
Yep. Just to finish in Psalms 33 and 18, it says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him." It says, "Upon them that hope in his mercy." You got it.
So Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shah, his protection is upon them that hope in him, that fear him. Because that fear is going to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That fear is going to be being brotherly. Because it'd be sometimes you might not even want to be brotherly. Like you might like have a spirit on you, whatever. But then you might just chalk it up, and just off the strength of you want to be in accordance with Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shah, because you don't want to be having bad blood for brothers and things like that. Because the scriptures say I think it's where pride and strife and envying, basically is all works of evil. It's roughly paraphrasing. So these small little things where you believe is a small matter just opens the doorway for multiple other demons to flood in. You think you just sitting on one thing, but little do you know that's going to fester and it's going to grow into other things. You're going to probably start thinking like, well, I was able to overcome this, and I didn't have to repent or whatever. So next time when I come into a situation like this, I'm gonna handle it the same exact way, and that's going to open the gate of you just continually doing wickedness, which is going to end up in your rebuke or destruction, whatever Yahweh Shem Yahshua see fit to hit you with.
Yep. That's us rock 3:24. Many deceive by their own vain opinion.
Con.
It's like there's a couple more I had to get. I might as well get it. Baba Kashah. Psalm 33, and I'm gonna read 18 again. It says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy." It says verse 19, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Just like we're bringing up, man, like the famine, not only the famine of the word, but the actual famine, all right, that's coming to this place. You know what I'm saying? So that's that strength that you're going. It's only upon, it says, them that hope in his mercy. If you fear the Lord, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, he's going to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. It says, our soul waiteth for the Lord Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. And if you go into that word shield, that means, protection, which goes into that strength, man. It says Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. You know what I'm saying? You run into that name, I mean, that's safe. Just roughly paraphrasing. It's a lot. But yeah, that was the point.
But it said ones who hope in him and pray for his mercy, wait for his mercy. You got a lot of Jakes out here, they said, nah, we ain't waiting for his mercy or none of that. We're going to go stockpile food, or we're going to stockpile guns. So in case we run out of food, we can go get more food. And we ain't even got to pay for it this time.
Ultimately, you doing that, you really just stocking up food for men of the Lord to come in your house. You know what I'm saying?
They shall plant vineyards, but they will not reap the benefits.
God.
It was more on that?
No, that was really it.
This is Psalms 127:1. Except Yahweh build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except Yahweh keep the city, the watchman walketh but in vain. You got it, bro.
You got it.
So if Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is not behind it, you're doing it for nothing. Okay, because you're gonna have people out here who are not gonna take the chip, but they're gonna not take it because they don't want to take it. Not because of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You got a lot of people out here who don't eat pork, but they're not eating it because they don't want to eat it. You got people out here who don't like America, but they don't like America because they don't like it. It's got to be because of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. That's why it's got to be because. But a lot of people say, we're just alike. We don't like pork. We're on the same accord. No, we're not. You love Jesus. I love Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We on two different accords. You worship a devil. I worship the truth. We are not on the same accord. You love everybody. I only love who I'm supposed to love. You're sick. There it is.
Yep. Some brothers coming to this thing, you know what I'm saying, just because, they hate Edomites, you know what I'm saying? Which, we know it's not even a color thing, but they hate, you know what I'm saying, these pale devils, you know what I'm saying? But it's not even according to the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a, like you saying, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason to do it. Like, oh, so this is cool to do that? Oh, yeah, cool. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, do you really, like, you know what I'm saying, truly believe, like, the whole role? You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about just condemning Esau, which that's a lot of it. Ultimately, that's a big part of it, but you got to be in the right spirit, too.
Come on. How many times did Yahushua say, when he came on a scene, I'm going to destroy Edomites?
Kind of. He barely spoke to Edomites, really, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? I know,
bro,
Pontius Pilate, but
God.
But yeah,
I don't even think he even told them that.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's heavy right there too. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua, he spoke in parables, He was only talking to those who have the ear to hear.
God. That was it for that?
Con.
All right, this is Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest. And this is like I said, this is we're waiting for that strength. Yahweh Shem Shah said, them that wait upon me, he's going to renew their strength. He's going to give them wings. Okay, they're going to run and not get tired. We're waiting to get our strength renewed. We're waiting to get those powers, those bodies. We're waiting to get the kingdom, the crowns. We're waiting for everything. Okay, Scripture say, bless. What shall you the impatient? What are you going to do when Yahweh Shem Shah come through? The ones that is not waiting anymore. What are y'all going to do? You're pretty much shit out of luck. You waiting for you gave up waiting for Yahweh Shem Shah. You must be out of your fucking mind. It ain't nothing out here. Living the coronavirus, everything's getting shut down, bro. The athletes, the singers, everybody who sold out to E is literally like fucked up right now. Because the athletes and the singers, all these people's money are really predicated on crowds of people. Even what are they called? The musicians, they get the most of their money by events and things like that. They don't really get money from CDs. No, who buys CDs anymore? Nobody buys CDs like that. You're not getting no money from CDs.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to concerts. That's how they get their money. Concerts, tours. But all that's shut down. That's done. That's over with.
Bro.
And it's just funny because a lot of these scriptures say, in the day of the Lord, that these things are not going to help you. And right now, all these people who sold out ain't getting no help. These football players ain't going to get no checks. These basketball players ain't getting no more checks because they get checks game. They don't get them in one, that whole contract they got, they don't just get it up front. They get contracts by games. So if they're not playing games, they're not getting checks.
Yep. It's a cold thing, man. That's why it goes, like you was just bringing out, man, having that fear. You know, I was holding Isaiah 33, but fearing the Lord, man. You know, if you don't truly fear the Lord, you see that he is, man. He's rewarded them that diligently seek him, but he's also he kills and makes alive. You know what I'm saying? He could bring you down to the ground. He could bring you back up. You know what I'm saying? Most High does all these things, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's a fearful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that fear, you know, it's messed up. You done messed up.
Bad boys, what you're going to do?
God, man. Yep.
Yeah, the bad boys, y'all going to be destroyed.
Yep. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure." You got it.
So it says that the fear of the Lord is going to be our treasure. Okay, and we know wisdom and knowledge is going to be stability because right now people are freaking out. But and the reason why Christians are freaking out is because they don't understand that what the day of the Lord is all about. They think the day of the Lord is sunshine, rainbows. They think that God doesn't kill people. The devil is out here killing people. Before the destruction comes, is going to be a rapture because they don't understand who the truth is. They don't understand what the truth is about. They don't know what the scriptures are about. So they don't understand there's going to be a great destruction before any salvation is period. It's going to be a crazy destruction before salvation pops up. But they're being taught the wrong doctrine. This is why they're not stable right now because they don't have the wisdom and knowledge. Not only that, they got pork on their breath. They don't have any beards. Women are wearing booty shorts to so-called church. Like it's y'all a bunch of hypocrites, actors, and y'all going to be y'all. Oh my God, these people are sick. They're just plain old sick, to put it plainly, and they're not going to have that wisdom and knowledge. They don't have it. That's why they're going out, and they gotta do all this crazy stuff, shopping, etc., to prepare.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Spirit bear witness, man. You know, the people who got it. You know, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? That's why having that fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, Most High, he's gonna take care of those who he treasures, man. You know, Zechariah, was it Zechariah 2 and 9? You know what I'm saying? The apple is his eye, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If you out here trying to go against the grain and doing your own thing, thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you want to have faith with common sense too. You know, like the elder Apostle Gabar brought out. You know what I'm saying? You want to have faith with common sense. You ain't gonna just be out here. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. You know, like I was chopping it up with the brother earlier. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just be doing something that's just gonna harm yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you want to be circumspect. You want to be wise, and that goes back into it, having that wisdom and knowledge. You know, if you truly fear the Lord, you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna be wise. You're gonna be able to discern good from evil. You're gonna have that prudence, you know, to perceive certain things. You know what I'm saying, and not fall into mischief.
They're going to the putting on the whole armor.
Con. Yep. You got it, bro.
All right, it's Ephesians 5 and 2. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Be ye therefore followers of Yahweh as dear children, and walk in love, as Hamashiach also have loved us." So that in itself, right there, it says, "Walk in the way of Yahushua," and Yahushua was all about mercy. He was all about being humble. He was all about brotherly love. This is what Yahushua was literally all about. And Yahushua wasn't on the scene just constantly telling people like, "Oh, you're breaking this law, you got to do this. You're breaking that law, you got to do this." Now we already know we uphold the law, but at the same time we understand that it's not all about the law. We're transitioning, because that was described, the wicked scribes and the Pharisees about. We're transitioning from all about being a law to about repentance, forgiveness, and basically trying to be better, because nobody's getting saved by the law. Okay, there's not a person on this planet that's going to get saved by the law. Yahushua, he didn't get saved by the law. He kept the whole law. Okay, it was at the end of the day, it was about his faith. That's why he was saved, by his faith, because he didn't take things into his own hands. He didn't go off script. His faith saved him. He decided that he was going to fall in line and take that beating for the transgressions of his transgressions of Solomon, and also the transgressions for Israel, starting with the elect.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't the law for him to do that. He did that out of faith and brotherly love. He said there's not a more brotherly thing that you can do than to lay down your life for your friends. And that's what he did, ultimately. And on top of that, showing more of a brother that he is, which is crazy when you think about it. He told the disciples, "I'm not drinking any more wine, yayan, until we sit in the new in the kingdom." So, and we know Yahushua liked wine because he drunk it to his eyes red. So we know Yahushua liked wine. And he said, "I ain't even gonna drink that no more until we're reunited again." It says, "And have given himself for us as an offering," talking about Yahushua, "and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smell and savor. But fornication and all uncleanness and covetousness, let it be once named among you as becoming saints. Neither filthiness nor foolishness, talking nor jesting, which is not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. For this ye know, that no whoremongering, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh." So we got to do this right. And like when you read this, most of the things that it named, well, some of the things on this list is not even in the law. Like what was the one? It says fornication, uncleanness, covetousness, filthiness, foolishness. jesting, and jesting, that's not in the law. Convenient. I mean, yeah, so it says they're not convenient. So this is not only talking about things in the law, but also things that are not expedient, because a lot of things is not in the law, but it's not expedient. Like right now, as men of the Lord, we're supposed to be putting forth our best effort to feeding the sheep, waking up the elect, and praising Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So we know it's in the law. We can have multiple women, but it's not expedient right now. You can do it, but it is not the best thing to do. Seeing as though how when you get women, you got to give them time. You got to do things for them. You got to give them time. Okay, and that can take away from the ministry. So Yahweh, so the scriptures right here is talking about convenience. For an example, sodomites putting in the death. That's the law, but it's not convenient right now. We know better. Rape, we know what rape means to seize, which we could seize single women. That's not against the laws of the Bible, but again, not convenient right now, especially in America. So there's a difference between law and what we're supposed to be doing right now. It's two separate things, because there are things according to the law that we can do, but obviously can't do here. Nobody's out here slaughtering lambs, putting blood on their doorstep on the Passover. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's burning bones after they eat the lamb dinner. You'll probably be in jail for some kind of citation or have a fine. Esau not having that here.
Hell no.
But go ahead, bro. You got it.
No, I was just gonna say that goes into having that wisdom, you know.
Yeah. You have one, bro?
Yeah, I got one. This is in Zechariah 12, and I'm gonna just start it. I'm gonna get the point. Verse I'm gonna just get the point. Verse 8. In that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. It says, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. You know? So this is going to be particular people, man. It says, he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And we already brought out, we, paraphrase how you slew Goliath, man. You know? You slaughtered thousands, tens of thousands, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says, feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And then it says, the house of David, Lord willing, be one of those men. It says, shall be, read it verbatim, it says, shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. So, particular men are going to be imparted that strength, man, and that strength is going to be required. It's not like an option. You in order to survive, you're going to have that strength. That's why scriptures talk about lifting up that standard. You're not going to be able to survive on your standard, on the standards of this place. You know what I'm saying? A carnal standard. You know what I'm
saying? There it goes again. But it said the feeble. It didn't say he was out here lifting up The Rock, John Cena, LeBron James. He ain't lifting those guys up with the big muscles. And he said he ain't lifting them up. He said I'm lifting up the feeble. That's who I'm lifting up, bro. It's like you play somebody in a video game, a basketball game, football game. They pick an all-star team and you pick a regular team. They're bragging about beating you with all-star team, bro. You picked all the best people.
Right.
You picked all the best people. Now you picked a corny team and you beat me. All right. Now that's something to brag about. But you picked a team with all the best people on it. That's what Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad doing. He said, I'm gonna pick all the scrubs, all the bums, who everybody don't want. I'm taking them in. And then I'm gonna whoop your ass with these guys. I'm whooping your ass with the bums, the losers. I'm picking up the losers, and I'm whooping ass with the losers. That's who I'm picking up, losers.
That goes back in that Corinthians. Was it Corinthians 10? It talks about the strength made perfect in weakness.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that was. I mean, I didn't really have much more. I had to restart my computer, so I might have lost some. But you have something?
Yeah, I got one more. It's Hebrews 9.